Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Addie Bell and I do videos on makeup and skincare. And today I am doing a video on the brand Kiko Milano. So I recently heard about this brand, and the pricing is very similar to e.l.f. Cosmetics pricing. So I was excited about that. So I got some products. I'm going to try to do a full face. If you like this video and you want to see some more, I have more videos on my channel, so subscribe, push the notification bell, and also you can follow me on Instagram at Addie Bell Makeup. So with that, we're just going to get right into the video. Like I said, we're going to do a full face of the brand Kiko Milano, and I've never used anything from this brand before, and I'm going to use as much as I can from this brand. So like I got a foundation and a concealer, but then I'll have to add in some bronzer probably and a few things like that. So also, when you order things online, you don't really know whether or not the colors will match your skin, so I'm hoping I got the right color for the foundation. But I was really interested in testing this, seeing how I liked it, seeing how it sits on the skin, seeing if this would be a good comparison to other drugstore makeup brands. So with that, I have my hair down today, and I need to normally I'll just pull back the one side that is in my face. And yes, I have a side part. I don't know what generation I am from. And normally, if I just leave that side down, it doesn't get in the way. So, as you can see, my face is completely bare. I have put some skincare on, but I am going to start with a primer. I did not get a primer, but I do just want to give it the benefit of the doubt. If I'm going to see how it sits on my skin, I normally use a primer for my other foundation, so I'm going to use a primer now. The primer that I use, I don't know, I don't really think you need primer every time, but this is a great one if you want your foundation to stay. So I really like the Milk Hydro Grip primer for makeup that you want to wear a long time. Okay, so like I said, we're going to try the foundation first. This is called the Smart Hydrating Foundation. Try to get there we go, the Smart Hydrating Foundation, and I got it in the shade Warm Beige. And what I normally do with foundation is just put some on my hand. It looks very light. And then I'm going to use a brush. I like to use a brush to put it on my skin, and then a beauty blender just to blend it out. So if I was any more tan, I would not want this on my skin, but because I'm never outside and I don't use any tanning, self-tanning, shade is okay. It might be a little bit light for me, but I think it's blending nicely. So I'm putting it everywhere, and then I'll just use my damp beauty blender to it's an e.l.f. makeup blender to just stick it into the skin. So I'd say that it has a very good coverage. It says it's hydrating. It doesn't give me like a dewy finish, so it might not be as hydrating as some of the other foundations that I like to use. Okay, so that's the foundation. Next, I did get a concealer. It comes in a pretty small packaging, which I was surprised by, but for the price, it was fine. And I'll put the prices down here as I go. And so anyways, it's called the Active Concealer, and I struggled on the website because sorry, I'm trying to make sure it focuses, because I didn't know weren't really clear about what concealer matched your exact foundation, or what were the shade matches, and so I kind of went with my eye, and that is always dangerous. So I like to just use my ring finger for my concealer. So I put some on my hand, and then I just put a little bit in the corner, and I have maybe a little bit too much, so that's okay, I can blend it out. This is a little more of a yellow hue than I might like for my foundation, my concealer. But I do like how it goes on. It's not as thick as like something like the Tape Shape or something, so it kind of goes with the mix of the Hydrating Foundation. So I just use a brush to blend it out. Yeah, it's a little orangey on my skin. It dries pretty quickly, so you need to make sure you go in and blend, which is nice because it feels like it sets pretty good. I just wish I got a little bit of a brighter color, but oh well. All right, so we have concealer and foundation. I didn't get a bronzer. I guess I normally go in and do eyes first. So I didn't get a bronzer. I got a blush and then a lip and a cheek combo and a lip liner. And that's kind of what prompted me to go and try the brand, because I was watching a Katie Jane Hughes video and she says that their lip liner is actually a dupe for the lip liner she likes from Makeup Forever. So I was like, okay, I really want to try that because I really like Makeup Forever lip liner, which I'll compare those in a second. So that kind of prompted me to be like, oh, I've never actually heard about this brand. Their prices are very reasonable. I want to figure more out. So I'm going to do the eye next. I got this cool what do they call it? Long-lasting eyeshadow duo. So this is a liquid, so it's a little scary to try. And it's green, which sometimes I'm like, oh, green is so fun to work with, but it can be really hard to put on your face, on your eyes, and to get it to blend. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually put an eye primer on, because I want that liquid eyeshadow to stay. I like to put this all over my lid, all the way up to the brow. It not only evens out your skin tone, but it also makes it so that you have all smooth skin. It helps because I have oily eyelids, and so it makes it so I'm starting with more of a dry base, especially with this liquid eyeshadow. So I wanted to do with that green look. There is a green, I guess I'll show you the shades first. It's like a dark green on one side. I'll show you here in a second. I'm putting it on my hand. And then there's the green shimmer. So those are the two colors here. And so I thought what I could do is kind of like a smoky eye. So I'm going to draw it out. I'm going to see how this goes, because this is not something I'm used to using. So I have it in the corner, and I really like how that looks. Let's kind of see if it blends at all. And it seems like it does, actually. It almost blends too much. So my idea was to just put that in the corner and then do the shimmer on the lid. And then we're going to do that and then kind of see how that looks, and then see if we need to add anything in from there. Kind of want it to blend where it meets. Let's put a little bit of this down at the bottom as well. So far I'm liking it. It's pigmented. I'm curious to see how it dries, actually. And I think for my eye shape, I need to bring it up a little bit more and in. And what else is it? So if you feel like these edges aren't totally clean, what I like to do is get like a really flat edged brush like this. Oops, I always go the wrong direction. There we go. And I spray it with you could spray it with like my micellar water, or just with a setting spray, and then just go up against the edges. You have to be careful as you go to clean it off, because then you're just dragging, like what you were cleaning off the edge. Okay, I like that. I think that works. I might add a little bit more green into the corner. I like that it comes down too. And it will look better once we get mascara on as well. gonna go and do the other eye, and then I'll come back and we'll put the mascara on and go on to the next makeup item. Okay, we are back. The eyes are done. Very fun, dark, like a kind of like a smoky eye, but with a dramatic liner. So yeah, I like those. I'm just gonna see. They do not dry very fast. So like even right now, you can already start seeing like this is going to be creasing. So especially with the shimmer, maybe not put it on your whole lid so it doesn't go into the crease. I think they both might be better used as accents to an already an eye look where you're using some powder and some shimmer or some liquid. So like you could use this as your, like the green as your liner, but you still have kind of a matte powder going on. I still really like the color. It's a really fun color. I love green. So yeah, they're okay. The eye, what did they call them? The long lasting eyeshadow duo. This one is called Silicone Notes. So you can kind of see, well, there we go. And you can see the colors right there on my hand of what they actually look like on the skin. So, like I said, I got a blush, but I didn't get a bronzer. So I'm going to go, once again, I put on mascara off screen because I didn't get a mascara in this brand. I also didn't get a bronzer. So I'm going to go off screen, do my bronzer, come back, and talk about the blush and then the lipstick. Alright, so we are back, and we're a little warmed up. An update on the foundation. The bronzer sits really well on top of it. The bronzer I'm using is a powder bronzer. So that's always good to know and make sure that it sits on there well. And so I'm going to go right into the next makeup item, which is the Wonder Woman Power Flush Lips and Cheek. Ooh. So I got something that could do lips and cheek just so that I had a blush and a lipstick for my look. So this is a liquid. It's going to be a liquid blush. Oh, I didn't notice. It has like a little soft tip at the top. I squeezed a little bit out, but I didn't realize the top of it's kind of this like felt tip almost. So I like to just squeeze the blush out on my hand. The color is called, let's see if it has a color for me. Rossetto blush, maybe. It says 2-in-1 Rossetto blush or 2-in-1 lips and cheek. So, and then it has a bunch of different other languages. So I believe this brand, it says it's made in Italy. I'm not sure. I thought it was based in India, but it might be based in Italy. I'd have to look that up. But anyway, so shipping takes a little while. So the color, here's my palette of a hand. The color is that right there. So it's kind of like a mauve-y pink, which I think will go really well with the green. I do put liquid blush on with a brush. So I just tap it into what I have in my hand and kind of just put it, I start where my bronzer ends and then just bring it down a little bit. In a second, we'll go in and just kind of look out how this sits on the skin, but it does blend really well. It smells weird. It does, that's what I noticed when I first got this stuff. It kind of smells like an old lady. But I like to put a little bit of blush on my nose because sometimes it just looks like color and then you have no color on your nose. So I might just tap that on. Alright, so that's the blush. I do really like this color with that green. So it's so hard to pick out colors online. So I'm excited that those all matched. Let's go in a little bit, see if that focuses, and see how well that's sitting on the skin. I feel like it's sitting on the foundation really well, and you can see how it's kind of that liquid's kind of giving me a glow, which is really fun as well. So I really do, I like that. And I don't have this color of blush. Normally I lean towards like peachy pinks or more orangey pinks, and so this mauve, kind of a purpley pink, that will be really fun to have. So I do really like that. I am going to use it as a lipstick as well. But before we do lipstick, we are going to use the last item that I picked up, which was this lip liner. So if you follow Katie Jane Hughes or do any of her KJH Academy, you will have seen her use the Makeup Forever Endless Cacao lip liner, which is like $20 for a lip liner. And so she says that this is a dupe. So we're going to go in and test that. This color, is it going to give me the color? It's okay, I can put it on the screen. It's the 536, so maybe that's the only color I have. Then this is the Makeup Forever Endless Cacao pencil, and my hand is a mess, so I'm going to do it on my arm. Actually, I'll do it on my palm. So I'm going to do the Endless Cacao, and then I'll do the, oh wow, they are the exact same color. There we go. So the bottom one is the Makeup Forever, and the top one is the Kiko Milano, and they are the same color. So that is very exciting. Then when I run out of this, I have something to replace it with, but also I can keep buying the cheaper version. I think this was only $5. So the reason why she likes this color so much is it's neutralizing. So if you have too red of a lipstick or too purple of a lipstick, putting this more neutral color around your lip kind of calms that down. And I have loved it. I use this color I put it on my lip and then I put a lip gloss on, and it just blends really well. So I'm hoping this blends just as well. So we're gonna go in with the liner. I always line the middle of my lip first, and then I'll bring it down on the edges. And you just go wherever you want it to be, I guess. I bring it in a little bit when I go down, so it's not like too overlined. And I like my lips to look like my lips. I try not to do that overlining trend because I have a really deep, what do you call that, the Cupid's bow here. And so if I try to overline, you can just tell, even though, because the shadow's there. So once again, starting in the middle. And then bringing it up the sides. Yeah, that goes on really well. I love this color. This is like a holy grail. And it's the exact same as this one. So I'm really, really excited about that. And that's kind of the reason why I chose, where I figured out this brand anyway and wanted to try their makeup. So I'm gonna use the same color I used on my cheeks, on my lips. That's actually a great way to kind of make your makeup look really cohesive when you match your cheeks and your lips, especially if you're doing a dramatic eye look. Then everything else kind of all goes together, and there's like a different color here, and a different color here, and a different color here. So even if your lipstick doesn't, or your blush doesn't say it's lipstick, or your lipstick doesn't say it's blush, you can kind of do that. So I've seen Katie Jane Hughes, once again, I've seen her do that a lot, where she puts lipstick on, takes a brush, and just uses whatever's on her lips to kind of put color on her cheeks. So let's see what this mauve, I don't normally wear such a mauve color on my lips. Let's see what this looks like and feels. It is weird that it's a, this like felt tip. And it has that same weird smell. I don't like the smell. Those are all the makeup items that I got. So I'm gonna go through them all again and then kind of talk about what my favorite ones were. All right, so we first tried the foundation and the concealer duo. Kind of sad about the fact that I got the wrong color, but I felt like this all worked really well on my skin. So I like more of a dewy foundation. So if that's what you like too, this wouldn't be a go-to, but this is a great, just simple foundation. It covers really well. So I like this. Put that in my foundation bin. The next thing was the eyes, and the eyes, these I don't love, mainly because I felt like they didn't dry fast enough. So when I do like a liquid, I want to put it on my skin, be able to move it around a little bit, and then it dries, and then it doesn't go anywhere. This, I still feel like if I touch it, it's gonna come off on my hand. I love the color, and I think it would be great for kind of, you know, putting over top of a shadow, or using more as both of them as more accents on an eye look instead of them being this sole eye look. But still, I love this color. This is a beautiful color. So that goes into my eyeshadow bin. And then the next thing was the lip and the blush duo. I think they call it the Wonder Woman Power Flush Lips and Cheek in the shade 02. And I love the shade for cheeks. It's a kind of a mauve color, mauve? Don't know if that's a word. And it's really, yeah, nice for the cheeks, really like it, but do not love the smell. It does smell like weird. I can kind of still smell it, but it's not like super overpowering that I wouldn't use it. I definitely like it more for the cheek than the lips. But it's a great color. I like that. So that's the blush. So that'll go in my blush drawer. And then the last thing was the lip liner, which was the find of the day. I'm super excited. I showed you how it matches the Endless Cacao color as well. And so highly recommend the number is 536 for this. And I believe their eyeliners are like $5 or something compared to over $20 for the Makeup Forever one. So I would say that my favorite thing or favorite find from this brand is the lip liners. I am, however, excited to try a lot more because they do have a lot more that they have on their website, and I don't think they sell in stores in the US. I would have to look at that. But I would definitely recommend in terms of a budget makeup line. So if you want me to try anything else from Kiko Milano, let me know. Put that down in the comments. Let me know which was your favorite, what you think about this eye look, if it's like crazy, or if you actually thought that the duo lips did a good job. And that is all for me. So if you like this video and you want to watch more, I have a lot more on my channel and more to come. And please subscribe and like this video as well as turn on the notifications so you know when I have more videos coming out. Thanks for watching. Bye.